Welcome to the Relationship Workout for Men podcast. This episode is just a preview of what you'll find in the full Relationship Fitness for Men program. If you're serious about building a stronger, happier relationship, check out relationshipfitness.com to access all episodes, plus tools to assess and improve the quality of your relationship and your very own on-demand and private AI relationship coach. Visit relationshipfitness.com to learn more.
Welcome to Relationship Workout for Men, a podcast dedicated to helping men be intentional in choosing a better partner and being a better partner for the person they choose. Season 19, Building and Keeping Commitments, Episode 1, Love is an Emotion, Love is a Verb. My name is Vince Foskis. I'm your host, and today I'm speaking with Luis Maimoni. He is a licensed marriage and family therapist, specializing in relationships of all kinds. He specializes in men having relationship difficulties. In this first episode 1, we're going to talk about a key theme, which is we think of love as an emotion. However, love also has an action, choice, commitment component. It's not just how we feel about a relationship, it's how we think about it and act on it. So, Luis, thank you. Thank you for joining us. And what do you think about this theme?
Well, first of all, thank you for having me on your podcast. I'm grateful. I'm happy to be here. I love talking about this stuff, getting my use of the word love. It's an emotion, and we write about it, we read about it. It's in the media, the poets, and so our heart is beating. And so we all feel that we know what love is. It's this feeling inside of us. It's got some happiness and maybe some desire and maybe some commitment. It's all about the feeling. And all of that is true. But if I am in a relationship, if I want to make that relationship work, if I want to build commitment over time, that we have to recognize that because love is an emotion, it comes and goes. So I may love my wife, you may love yours, but there are days we love her more than others. There are days she loves us more than others. And so recognizing that love is also a verb is how we deal with those times when we're not feeling love towards our significant other. This in particular comes up in times of conflict. She didn't do the dishes, you didn't do the dishes, whatever the fight is about, the child care, the money, whatever we're fighting about. If I take time to remember that even though I'm annoyed as all get out, I'm triggered, I love this woman, and so I'm going to take a breath. I'm going to calm down, and I'm going to hear her out. I'm going to listen to her point of view. So I am thinking, and I'm acting on what I'm thinking, and I'm doing it in direct contravention to what I am feeling. And this is how we make our relationship grow, because we all have ups and downs in relationships, and what makes the relationship last is what we do in the bad times. If the relationship's always good, we've all got that. But what do we do in the relationship as conflict? Any relationship that lasts for any period of time is going to have periods of conflict. So conflict doesn't end the relationship. How you handle it is where the relationship threats come from.
I think when you said thinking, I think that whole witnessing your thoughts, and because it seems like when we're in conflict, what we think are these negative things about our spouse or our significant other, our partner, and that seems to be driving our behavior, how we're acting. It seems like when we're in conflict and upset, we can forget about that love that we feel. And it's so strange how we can love someone and yet at the moment think such negative things or act how do you help people to change what they're thinking in that moment of time when they're triggered and there all sorts of negative thoughts are coming in their minds?
Well, two-part answer to that. The first, I want to just normalize how when we are in conflict, our basic survival mechanism, you may have heard of fight or flight, right? We are triggered, we're ready for a fight. And so the adrenaline is coming in, the cortisol is coming in, the brain chemicals are getting stimulated, our heart's beating fast, our breath is getting shallower, and we are ready to fight or run or, any of these other responses that were adapted over 200,000 years of evolution that help us survive. Survival is always the number one thing. If I'm in a fight, I've got to win the fight. That's my instinct. And so overcoming 200,000 years of instinct isn't as easy as we might like it to be. But it starts with, to self-change begins with self-awareness. And so I need to notice that I am speaking to my beloved in an elevated voice. I am interrupting. I am mansplaining. I am cutting off. I am not taking the time to understand your point of view, even though I know it's stupid. I'm feeling, I have all these bad thoughts inside myself. Any one of those things lets me know that, hey, I am not in good partner form. I am in protect myself form. And in a relationship, it is your number one rule of fighting, and just keep this in mind, nobody ever wins a fight in a relationship, because the relationship has to be what wins. And if you win, or if your partner wins, the relationship just lost, because the damage of your win on your partner, your wife, your girlfriend, the relationship is damaged.
Wow, that is really insightful, that it's about the relationship winning and not individuals winning. I want to take a point that you made, though, it's instinctive, and to give men a bit of a not reprieve, but why would we expect us to be able to do what you're saying? Because instinctively we get into this wanting to win thing, and then you bring our egos in, and there's all sorts of reasons why we'll come to a conflict from this place of fight or maybe flight. How do you get over that instinct? But first giving us permission to be okay. We shouldn't be this. It's difficult for us, right? So how do you make that transition to really live this relationship as what needs to win, not the individual?
So I want to respond to the first point you made, which is, how do we expect men to have this other behavior? It's worth mentioning that what is in fact expected of us is to stoically move forward, one foot ahead of the other, and just take the bricks as they come and let them bounce off their head. We show no pain, we feel no pain, and it's our job to be the breadwinner, and that's it. And so because we internalize all these hard knocks, when we do get irritated, when we do get angry, we're not just angry in the moment, we're angry for all this backlog stuff that we internalized and never let out. And so then your question is, let's give men a break. But let's also realize that what it's like to be a man, what masculinity is, it's not the same as it was in the 1950s. And we as men have to figure out the kind of men that we want to be, including maybe a little more self-aware. I don't think that's bad. I think that I can make the case that self-awareness for men is good. We don't have to be robot moneymakers, earners, protectors. We can be more than just that.
And it's okay to be self-aware. It's okay to be vulnerable. Not to sound cliche-ish, but I think it's okay, and it's okay to invite our significant other to be part of our team to help us, right? It's okay to, in that vulnerable moment, go, I don't even know how to not respond without anger right now. I'm trying to be self-aware, but in this moment, I don't know what to do next because my normal response is not getting me where I want to go.
Well, first, yeah. I mean, if your spouse, your partner, your wife, girlfriend, boyfriend, if you go that way, isn't part of your team, why are you with them? I mean, you should be a team moving forward. But if it turns out that you are overwhelmed in the moment, if the emotions are really strong, if you find that it's just not really possible to do what the relationship needs, then take a break. Take 20 minutes, take half an hour, go for a walk, do some deep breathing, whatever it takes to recenter yourself, regather yourself so that you can do it. What many of us do is we take a break because we are feeling overwhelmed, and we know that if we continue, we're going to do something really bad, really stupid. And so then we take a break, but then we never come back to it. And so the commitment must be to, look, I'm going to come back in half an hour. I'm going to, I'll see you right here in 20 minutes, or I'll see you right here tomorrow morning and we'll pick this up. Don't leave it unaddressed.
So this episode is about how we think about it, how do we act on it. When you said love is an emotion, love is a verb. So you're saying that level of self-awareness is key. It's this thing that the reality, the relationship needs to win, not the individual needs to win. If you do need to take a break, then make sure you come back and stay. I mean, that's what commitment is, right? I mean, you started that love, relationships kind of go up and down. There's a fluidity to them. But how you act in those particular moments will make a big difference on, like, how would you, any closing points you might have on that?
Yes, the way that I would sum it, and thank you for that, was a nice summary. We people, we men, we have thoughts, we have feelings, we have actions. Those three things really define us. And so, we fall in love like anybody else can, and that's the emotion. And the thing is, that's only really 1/3 of what defines us as the emotion. What we're thinking and what we're doing about those thoughts and feelings, our actions. We want to be known mostly by our actions. So let's be deliberate, careful, and intentional about what those actions are, particularly when we're stressed.
That was excellent. Thank you so much. So that closes this episode. And in the next episode, we're going to talk about, in episode 2, transitioning from me to we. Thank you.
My pleasure.
Thanks for listening. To listen to all episodes in this season, visit relationshipfitness.com. There, you'll find not only a complete library of episodes, but also aligned playbook articles, tools designed to help you assess, improve, and manage the quality of your relationship, and your very own AI relationship coach to get private, on-demand coaching whenever you need it. Go to relationshipfitness.com to start transforming your relationship today for more fun and less drama.